Hello, church. Today we are looking at a couple of incidents and situations that happen in the Bible and how God used them to showcase His glory. One is the crossing of the Red Sea. The other is the three friends of Daniel and Daniel himself. Now, the Israelites were chased by the Egyptians and they were caught between the mountain and the sea. And God parted the waters, as we know the story, and they crossed through. But there was great fear in the camp, even when they were doing such a move. The same we see with Daniel's friends, where they said to the king, "O king, even if our God doesn't turn up and save us, we will not bow down to you or to your image." And they were put in the fire. And even Daniel in the lion's den. Um, we know these stories so much. We've heard them in Sunday school, and there's such great stories to influence our lives, to encourage us to see what God is doing. But here's one thing that I really want to point out from these stories. God was in the midst of that situation and that circumstance. He didn't leave the Israelites. He was there. He parted the sea. And Moses sang about it. With the blast of his nostrils, God parted the sea. Even Daniel's friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, were in there, and the king saw the fourth person. Now, this is an unbelieving king. This is a king who himself considered that he is God himself. But he saw a fourth person. He told his counselors and advisors, "Don't I see didn't we put in three people and there is a fourth one who looks like the Son of God or the Son of Man?" Incredible statements. And one of these things we see in there is God is in the midst of those situations. We sing songs like these, Another in the Fire. There's another in the fire, standing next to me. There's another in the water, holding back the seas. And we sing something else like No Longer Slave, where it says about, "You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My shame is drowned in perfect love." And these are incredible words that just relate these historical truths in Scripture, that God met His people in those situations and circumstances. How is God meeting you today, in your situation, in your circumstances? Are you confident that He is the one who's going to bring you out of those situations and circumstances, just the way He did with Moses and Daniel and his friends? You know, sometimes God uses our situations to let the unbeliever or the skeptic know that He and He alone is God, so that He gets the glory. Perhaps your situation today is not that good. Perhaps your circumstance may change tomorrow, as much as mine would. What am I willing to learn from these times is God is still on the throne and He is in charge. And that song we sang about, "I'm no longer a slave to fear, I am a child of God." You see, the beauty of that word and those lyrics are, when you consider yourself a child of God, is because you have the Son of God behind you. You have the Son of God claiming your life and protecting it against the enemy. Now, perhaps sometimes we are struggling with these truths. Nonetheless, they are truth in Scripture. They are the words that bring us life and encourage us. So may you be encouraged this morning or evening. May you pick up that Bible. May you look into the Scripture and say, "God, what are you showing me today about who I am? But what are you showing me about what you're going to do in those situations?" And throughout Scripture, we see this thread. God never leaves His people alone. He may get angry with them, just as a father gets angry with their child, but He never leaves them or forsakes them. He will always lavish His love on them. But this is the God of all creation who has created the earth through His word. How much more will He protect those He loves and calls them His child? So if you're a child of God today, sing those songs, sing and hear His word, and listen to the truth in His voice that says, "I am in your situation, I am in your circumstance, and I want to be glorified before the unbelieving, before the unbelievers." So be blessed as you sing, as you pray, as you work, as you move through your day. whatever that looks like, and it may even be a troublesome day, know that God is with you and He walks in your situation.